A Victorian England at its prime. New Year's Eve, 1899. And what better night to test a new invention? George, with all his Victorian ingenuity, has created an extraordinary machine. A machine that can travel through time itself. Backwards or forwards, known or unknown. George is about to launch himself on a journey of discovery in his precious vehicle. But he wisely decides to test the water first by pushing the lever forward ever so slightly. He watches his laboratory grow ghostly faint around him as the machine whirls forward. But has it? He looks around to find everything exactly the same, except the candle in the corner has burned an inch, and the clock has advanced 90 minutes. Now he knows for sure. His great invention actually works, and he is now the master of time. So, backwards or forwards? For George, there has only ever been one option, and the future is set. He watches, intoxicated, as flowers bloom rapidly. Day turns to night in an ever-repeating cycle. Seasons rise and decline, blurring into new seasons before his very eyes. And he finds it all so fascinating until his precious vehicle's progress is disrupted by violent explosions amid the eerie screams of strange flying machines in the skies above. George realizes that this is a future war. Saddened, he continues on faster into the future, hoping to find happier times, more civilized times. But instead, he finds yet another war, far more violent and destructive, causing irreparable damage to the earth itself, as he becomes entombed in rock. George and his machine are left desolate by wanton human destruction. Thousands of centuries pass before he's free to breathe pure air again. He looks on as society rapidly recreates itself, building a new civilization on the corpse of the old. Hopeful that the human race has finally learnt to live in peace, he decides to stop and explore this promising era. But he halts too abruptly. When he regains consciousness, he sees the stone sculpture of an inhuman creature looming over him. The crown of a structure whose purpose he cannot fathom. In the distance, though, he sees the ruin of a huge building that looks more accessible. He wanders through a paradise of trees to reach it, stopping only to study the unfamiliar plants and fruit. Soon, he stands before the ruined building, and, overwhelmed by curiosity, he approaches it. If you want to find out what happens next, then you need to watch this film. The Time Machine was directed by the legendary George Pal, the director of that other H.G. Wells classic, War of the Worlds. It stars Australian actor Rod Taylor as the time traveller. The Time Machine is part of the DVD collection that I've gathered over the years, and they're all favourites. If you want to see more videos on films from that collection, simply like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.